20 years ago, Mr. Jerry Pennick at the Federation of Southern Cooperatives wrote a concept paper about developing a policy center to assist black farmers in policy work affecting state, local, and federal government policy.
The Policy Center was authorized in the 2014 Farm Bill. Congressman Benny Thompson, who is a significant supporter of both the farming community, the 1890 community, and Alcorn State University, was instrumental in getting authorization for the Policy Center into the Farm Bill. The 2014 Farm Bill specified that the Policy Center was to be located at one of the 19 1890 universities. USDA issued a request for proposals, and Alcorn State University was the successful grantee. Alcorn established the Policy Center in 2015, and as they say, the rest is history.
We started with 4 priorities, and that was number 1, the impact of current agricultural policy on socially disadvantaged farmers and ranchers. Number 2 was participation in USDA programs. Third is, and we started with access to and use of technology. We have expanded that to access to and use of resources. The 4th is land loss among African American farmers. We added 2 additional priorities 2 years in. That's youth programs in the pipeline. The 6th area of priority is community and urban agriculture.
The powers that be, the leaders of USDA, are constantly looking for ways to improve the Farm Bill. And the Policy Center has done really an amazing job, I would say, of consolidating a collective position of its customers and presenting that in a fashion that has been beneficial to USDA.
With a lot of black farmers, we didn't get the same price for our commodities that white farmers got. So my husband and I, when we started working with NRCS, we run a 250 acre, 100 head cow-calf operation. So we were able to get assistance through NRCS. Frank really took us under his wing and showed us how to set it up, how to get training to our farmers, the type of training that they needed.
Looking to the next Farm Bill, the 2023 Farm Bill, is being guided through the Policy Center. We're beginning to shape our issues, what we want to pursue in the next Farm Bill, and it's very important. And we want us to include that thought that we have an offer for small farms, and that's very important as we move forward in 2023.
The great thing is with research tells a story. And so if you look at the number of black farmers from 1910 and you look at the number of black farmers now, we only have 2% of all farmers are black farmers. And when you look at Mississippi, the South, we're trying to keep something alive that has been happening since the birth of the country. Without this funding, without this research, it might be forgotten about, and then you're talking about people who might be forgotten about. Any farmer beginning, even generational farmers who still want to farm, they have the right, and we want to make sure that they have the resources, and they're going to have the data to prove it.
We wanted a place where the community could come together, the organizations, many of them across the country, combine their ideas on policy, Farm Bill policy, and try to get a consensus of the kinds of policies that would help the most people. And the second thing we wanted was to have a research element. The research arm will give enough information before we go to Congress and ask them to do something, so they know first what they're doing and know what the impacts are.
We represent small farmers on this board. This is part of our area that we focus most on is small farmers and ranchers. We all need farmers and ranchers, and we're going to be here throughout, hopefully to the end of time. So it's been major changes, major opportunities, the information to do more value added. All of this is a part of what this educational program is about when you're working with all the organizations. So you have so many other hands and opportunity to get the information out.
The long-term plan for this center is that every piece of legislation that comes out in Washington, we will scrutinize that legislation to make sure that black farmers, limited resource farmers are not left out. And if they are, then there are 57 members of the Congressional Black Caucus that if we stick together, no piece of legislation can pass.
Farmers and ranchers can be engaged in the policy process by getting in contact with the Policy Center via phone or engaging with our website. They can connect with a community-based organization leader. They can contact their local 1890 university. And they can also attend meetings that the Policy Center hosts specifically to engage them in the policy process.